Alright, why old cartoons are getting revived. There are a lot of cartoons that are getting revived recently. Phineas and Ferb, the Gumball one just came out, and what was the other one that I think of? King of the Hill, that one. And a few others are getting revived. And honestly, it's really good because, honestly, like, the more recent cartoons that you could say, like, in the past decade or so, because it's 2025, they haven't been as good, so it's it's a good thing they're bringing it back, but let's react to Tommy and FG explaining why they're coming back. So, let's get into it.
The hype of cartoon shows from their prime in the 90s to the late 2010s was something we thought would never stop. Every year we had
And
new
then Eddie.
bangers that was dropping that everyone was watching. At the time when cable TV was actually worth it, y'all remember cable TV? Good times. There wasn't a time
Yeah, I bet most of the youngins don't even know what cable TV was. I I remember cable TV. I actually had a cable box in my room. Like every TV in the house had at least some kind of cable box, or at least a cable box. Just it was the same one, just under the same plan. Like the living room had one, the game room had one, my sisters had one, and I had one. I would watch Cartoon Network and Disney and basically anything that was available on there. So yeah, I kind of miss it, but at the same time, I kind of don't. Even though streaming hasn't really been a good replacement, but it's better.
as a kid I wasn't entertained while watching cartoons. It's sad to know that whole era that we grew up in and every generation for the past 30 years basically has is never coming back and is officially dead. The amount of people watching
Hmm.
cable TV has been
It's a shame.
dropping and dropping for a decade, and the amount of kids is even less. I don't even remember the last time I booted up my TV to browse through channels and see what was on. And because instead of watching cartoons, kids are choosing to watch TikTok and streamers, all our childhood networks are hanging on a thread. Like none of these networks have had a hit in years and they don't even try to make them anymore.
Yeah, it's kind of a shame how these were the top three in terms of shows, in terms of kid shows, and now there hasn't been really a hit, like Tommy said, but it's a shame, especially Cartoon Network. Like I can understand Disney Channel, but Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon? Come on, man.
Because it's too risky for the investors putting their money into a show that isn't guaranteed to get them money. From a business standpoint, it kind of makes sense, but it still sucks. Like, instead of paying for
Yeah.
a new season of a show that might flop and get terrible ratings, they could pay 1/15 of the amount to the kid's favorite influencer and have them guaranteed buy whatever sponsor it is. Kids are sponges that soak up anything they consume, so the sponsors are gonna go to what they consume. Dude, when I was younger, I remember seeing that Fushigi ad all the time and foaming at the mouth, ready to jump out my seat to buy one of them. Then it turned out the whole thing was a scam and it was just a regular metal ball. My younger
Yeah.
self could have never comprehended that. Good
I remember with the Fushigi, that took me through a loop, but when I was young, I was in middle school in seventh grade, my language arts teacher, she told us this story. She said her son, like, saved up a long time to get the Fushigi, and when they actually got it, he accidentally dropped it, and, like, it broke the floor, like, it put, like, a dent or something like that on the floor, and yeah, I'm like, my my parents are smarter than that. They never allowed me to get one. I didn't even want one, but still, like, I could kind of tell how it's a fake ad. But also, like, this is a side tangent about my language arts teacher. But when I was young, I was in seventh grade. For some reason, she's like, okay, La- all the Latin Americans are no, all the Hispanics raised their hands, and me being half Puerto Rican, I raised my hand, and she's like, oh no, you're not Hispanic. I'm like, what? In my head, I'm like, but my dad's brown, and I'm brownish. Like, what the heck? To be fair, I was a bit pale back then, but it was just kind of wild. She's like, oh no, you're not Hispanic. But anyway, that side tangent's done.
think my parents were too poor to get me one. Because of the continuous downfall of these channels, they had to start thinking of something else. The original Cartoon Network studio had to shut down last year and merge with Warner Bros. Because of spending. So clearly everything isn't going well. And all these companies know the one way to get your money back guaranteed is nostalgia. Which is why so many cartoon shows are getting either
Hmm.
revived or rebooted. To list off some, Phineas and Ferb got rebooted and is already releasing episodes. The Amazing World of Gumball is coming back this year. Regular Show is coming back this year.
Oh, regular shows come back? I didn't know about that. I knew the creator did a continuation, but or like another show, but I didn't think regular show would actually come back. I thought I did pretty well.
King of the Hill is
from the final I saw. I only saw a few episodes in the final episode.
coming back this year. Futurama is coming back this year. And of
Oh,
course, the greatest
Futurama.
of them all, Mickey Mouse Clubhouse is coming back
What?
this year.
Why is it called Plus? That sounds like a Switch remastered. What the? That sounds like a Nintendo Switch remastered.
All the other shows, all I needed to hear was Mickey's back. All these shows are coming back for one main reason, like I said, which is nostalgia. Millennials and Gen Z are known to eat up any reboots or revivals that come out. Like, no matter how good or dog they are, people are sad and fiending for the new season. A perfect example of how this could go bad, though, is the Velma show. I still can't comprehend that a bunch of board directors sat down in a room and had this pitched to them and decided to make it. Since a lot of people have nostalgia for Scooby-Doo through the cartoons and movies, the Velma show was guaranteed viewers off the jump. Once people started watching and realizing how dog it was, because people were still watching and hate watching, it managed to get a second season. So just because of the nostalgia alone of Scooby-Doo, the Velma show automatically got viewers, then automatically got a second season because people were hating on it. And
Something I just thought about, like when they were making Velma, dude, are like the old creators? Because I know Scooby Doo's old, but are the old creators still alive? Like, dude, would they have seen this? And I don't think they would have seen Velma and greenlit it like that. I don't know. It just kind of boggles me because when I saw Velma, like I saw a clip of them, like this ain't the Scooby Doo I remember. It was just it's I don't know, like Velma unironically is a bad show from the few clips I've seen, but it's like they really greenlit this for kids. I don't know. Oh come on, what we're doing now?
alone of Scooby-Doo, the Velma show automatically got viewers, then automatically got a second season because people were hating on it. And best believe these studios know that now that we're grown, we got grown money to be spent. Whenever they do sell some type of merch, we immediately run to buy for the nostalgia. A lot of these companies do make money off of licensing them and their merch. Like, I guarantee everyone here has at least a poster, a figure, or whatever of their favorite childhood character. It don't even gotta be good. I've seen the most bull cartoon merch get shilled on TikTok and they end up having a ton of sales. But some people also complain about these shows coming back, mainly because they feel it's just coming back so the studio can make more money from it, and because of that, the story's gonna have less effort put into it, which is exactly how people felt about Teen Titans when it got rebooted. I feel bad for the people that didn't get to experience watching episodes of Teen Titans late night on Boomerang. Boomerang is a crazy pull.
Bro, Teen Titans Go is my first, like I've seen the original Teen Titans, but like only like one or two episodes. And then my sister and parents really got into Teen Titans Go, so I would watch it with them, and it was just like it's not. If Teen Titans, the original Teen Titans, was still airing, still making episodes, still continuing the story, and they had Teen Titans Go for the younger audiences, I could kind of understand that, but like, it's a shame because I heard it got left off on a cliffhanger.
Y'all probably forgot. I kind of wish I didn't bring it up for this vid because I just found out they changed their logo to whatever the this is. You see, this is exactly why we're all depressed. Every company decided to start becoming bland in like 2015. When Teen Titans Go started airing for years, people were ripping Cartoon Network apart for having the show. Funny to know, now it's the only thing Cartoon Network relies on to stay alive.
Jesus
like at
Christ.
this point, instead of naming it Cartoon Network, it should be called Teen Titans Go Network. But anyone who remembers being in there at the time, the hate was never ending. People were boycotting Cartoon Network, saying they won't watch it anymore until the show is taken off. Because if you think of it, it does affect Cartoon Network overall.
Wait, Kick Buttowski was in Cartoon Network? Oh, I know, it's just a collage of cartoon characters. I was like, wait, I thought that was Disney.
They have a budget for Teen Titans Go, so that money could have gone to a new show or rebooting a show a lot of people like. It was also taking up a lot of airtime, so it makes sense why people were mad. If only they saw how it looked like now, yeah, that would give them a heart attack. But cartoons like Teen Titans Go are the reason why people get scared when their favorite series gets a reboot. They don't want it to be a cash grab and have trash writing. Teen Titans Go now is kind of like, though, it's weird how shows switch up from hate to love over time. Mainly because the show had so many memeable moments and funny moments, like it never took itself serious. But at the time, it was getting hate for that exact thing. Like, the original Teen Titans was super dark. Also, people get scared because some of these studios are complete scumbags. These studios will just start a reboot without the permission of the original creator. Because as long as they own the copyright, they can do whatever they want with it. Like with the Powerpuff Girls 2016 reboot.
Oh, this one.
The Powerpuff Girls reboot came out in 2016 and immediately got trashed on. It had this one weird controversy that probably should have shut down production immediately, where one of the writers put a character that looked exactly like him in the a show as a love interest?
Jared! Hi! Wait, we don't have study group today.
Oh, actually, I'm here to see Bubbles. We're gonna go over our lines together.
You and Bubbles? Together?
Uh-oh.
That's right. A Powerpuff Girls writer made an OC of himself, put it into the show, and had him fall in love with Blossom.
A lot of these show writers really be freaks, but virtually nothing gets done to them because they're behind the scenes. It's mainly the creator that gets blamed when something like this happens. You can't tell me this is just a coincidence. That character
Okay, that was kind of weird when I first found that out. The thing that weirded me out the first was that episode where they just started twerking out of nowhere. I'm like, what? This is a kid's show. They shouldn't be seen twerking. No. To be fair, like kids will do anything to get into adult content, and it just, I don't know, that twerking scene just be like, what? And Powerpuff Girls, really? Like, I even enjoyed the original from the few episodes I've seen.
in the show looks exactly like the writer, and is even voiced by him. They also added a fourth Powerpuff Girl, which didn't get good reception. She was supposed to be their long-lost older sister, and she was black, so, you can guess how the conversations on
It's a DEI inclusion. Alright, that was bad. That was bad.
the internet went about it. Did they need to make her black? No, but is it really that deep? No, like, it's a kid's show that little girls watch. Who cares? You got grown men crashing out over a show their daughter's age are watching. But other than that, people didn't like her character. A lot of these shows later on will add an unneeded addition for some reason to, I guess,
What
bring
the
up
heck?
viewers. But it almost never works. Like, who remembers Sparky from Fairly Odd Parents? And then right after they added Chloe. I've never seen a new character kill a show as fast as Fairly Odd Parents. And to top it all off with the Powerpuff Girls reboot, the original creator didn't even approve of it. He tweeted out at the time, when Cartoon Network told me they were making more, I told them that I wish they wouldn't, but from a financial standpoint, I know why they did. You always gotta respect creators who know when the time of their show has come and don't want to milk it to ruin the legacy. But just because I'm giving that example, it doesn't mean all reboots go down that path. A lot of times, studios try to hire back the original creator and teams that worked on it, because they would know what direction to take it compared to a complete new person. I would say if you have a favorite show that is getting the cash grab treatment and the original creator has zero say in it, there's no point in watching it because it's probably
I'm not sure, did the Ben 10 reboot, was it also by the original creator, or it was someone new? Because I've been seeing tweets that Ben 10 can get revived, like how it was back in the old days, if enough support. I'm like, dude, there's plenty of support. Like Ben 10 was even sung like at some Asian like concert, the original theme song. I'm like, was the Ben 10 reboot done by the same guy, or this? I think the original director stopped doing it, but I don't know. It just like Ben 10 suffered the same thing. It had cool ideas from the little I've seen of it. It had really cool ideas, but I don't know, just the art style, and the alien designs. Like, dude, my man Stinkfly, why you have to do him like that?
probably not going to be good. And sometimes studios even give creators full control of it because it's probably not going to be good. And that is getting the cash grab treatment and the original creator has zero say in it, there's no point in watching it because it's probably not going to be good. And sometimes studios even give creators full control over everything. Like for the new regular show reboot, JG Quintel is basically controlling everything about it. It's even airing on Adult Swim because he's been wanting to work on a more adult version of the show. He probably knows a lot of his audience is now grown who watched it too. All of regular show definitely had some hidden adult jokes. Them eating wings was a sign of them drinking. And this man Benson, every time he became depressed, was at the wing bar downing them. Like a middle-aged divorced man coming back from a office job that he hates just to wind down. A lot of people also don't like these reboots because they try to appeal to things that the younger generation likes. And a lot of times it ends up being cringe. There could be times where they actually pull off the joke and it ends up being funny. But imagine in a new regular show episode, they got a plot randomly like, dude, Rigby, it looks like the Skibbity toilet's trying to destroy the park with the max level gyat, but I know he gets no huzz. Mordecai, TSPMO, we gotta fix this before Benson finds out. Reboots trying to appeal to the younger generation is something that's gonna 100% happen. It just depends on how well they execute it. In adult shows, it's easier because they can make darker jokes about it. But kid shows, it has to be washed down to be family friendly. Like I remember watching the new Sonic movie that came out and Eggman started randomly flossing in it. It was obviously cringe to me, but it's made for kids, and to a kid that would probably be funny. Like with the King of the Hill reboot.
Oh, but during that joke, I just laughed my ass off. I'm like, it's Eggman. It's crazy. It's weird.
You can tell they're gonna incorporate newer topics that the cartoon shows can. In the intro, they're wearing COVID masks, so they're definitely gonna cover that. They also have a mayor sign, so they're probably gonna incorporate politics and how wild it is now. Nowadays, kids prefer adult shows more than ever. Don't get me wrong, okay? Growing up, I was definitely watching Family Guy and South Park and American Dad, but I was
Hmm.
still watching the cartoon.
That's the same. I would watch Family Guy and Simpsons whenever my dad was watching it. But something to add on to what he said. During one of my times, I was substituting at a middle school and high school, and it was for a middle school class. And I kid you not, like one of the girls, this is like a sixth grade class. She had the water bottle, which was fine. She didn't make a mess or anything. But what caught me off guard were the stickers, and they were a hell of a boss stickers. I'm like, what? Why would you have stickers of those? Like, I don't know. It's kind of crazy. Like he said, like back when we were younger, we would watch adulter shows. Like when you're a kid, you want to be an adult, and when you're an adult, you want to go back to being kid because being an adult sucks. But I don't know. It just caught me off guard when I was passing out the assignment that was left for me, and I just saw those stickers. I'm like, what? Really? Am I seeing this right?
Shows that aired on Cartoon Network. If you see how popular South Park has exploded on TikTok, it'll show you what I'm talking about. You got like elementary school kids with profile pictures of Eric Cartman. Nowadays, the younger generation is skipping all the cartoons and speedrunning to the adult ones, which is probably another reason why these networks have been failing. It feels too corny to them to watch a kid's show with watered down humor. Imagine you're the one kid still watching Disney Channel, meanwhile everyone else in your class is watching South Park and sending memes to each other. The thing that sucks with these reboots to me is that it does force studios to not be creative. They're always gonna go with the safe pick over the risk. It's exactly why Disney has been spamming out live actions for the past 10 years, even though everyone hates them now and doesn't want them anymore. But more and more they've done it to the point where it feels like we have nothing new. And they don't be thinking if they do have a new show that's a hit, that's generational wealth right there, probably more than they make with the reboot. You can only do reboots for so long until everything becomes a reboot and then you're forced to make a new show. Because all the shows that are getting rebooted were originally Risk at one point. Imagine Steven Hillenburg pitching SpongeBob at first. Alright, so you're telling me he's a sentient sponge that lives in a pineapple, who cooks burgers and his boss is a crab who takes all his money, while his coworker hates his life and wants to end it every day, and his best friend is a starfish? Get the fuck out of my office. I have no clue how he pitched the show, but rest in paradise to Steven Hillenburg because he created a goat. SpongeBob is also an example of a show that should have stopped a long time ago. Like when I found out there was 3 movies released after the original with the 4th one coming out, I damn near punched a wall. Who was
There's a fourth one coming out? What? What? Oh man.
asking for all these SpongeBob movies
I mean, the first one was fine, but I didn't see the others.
to be made? Hold up, Ice Spice cast to join a new upcoming SpongeBob movie. I speak for everyone when I say we will be in theaters, sat down expeditiously, popcorn in our lab waiting for anyways, that's gonna be everything. Let me know which reboot you're most hyped about and why it's a regular show. Make sure to follow me on Twitch and the second channel. I'm streaming all summer. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. As always, I love you guys consensually. And until next time, I'm out.
All right, that was a good video, Tommy. I've seen his discussion videos, or no, his reaction videos, but I haven't seen much of his discussion videos. But check out TommyNFG. Like I said, me, my sister, my dad, we just started watching the Gumball reboot, and it's really good. It's like Gumball never left, honestly. I hope Benton comes back, better, even if it's in the Omniverse art style. That's fine and storytelling. But yeah, that's gonna be it. Tell me what you think of reboots. All right, I'll see you guys in.